continue on. All right, so this is such a cool way to actually get your social media done for the year and not have to think about it. The only thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to add to it with your personal stuff, daily happenings and things like that. But this is a great way to set it and forget it using easy tabs. So here is what we are going to do. We are going to start right now in Chat GPT. So I'm going to share my screen and we're going to go ahead and get started. Once I share my screen, I just want you guys to let me know that you actually see my Chat GPT come up. Does everyone see it? Great. Okay, so you are going to get a guide after this as well. It's going to include the full video if you want to rewatch, but it's also going to be a step-by-step tutorial of what we're talking about now. So that way, if you go back later, you can do it. So some of the prompts that I have created are these. Now, as you see, the first prompt is going to be create 50 inspirational quotes. Instead of inspirational, you could put 50 real estate quotes. You can put 50 motivational quotes. You can do 50 quotes about North Carolina or whatever state you're in. But for the purposes of this, let me just show you how this works. So you guys will get a copy of this, but we're going to take this prompt and go over to Chat GPT. And I want you to go ahead and enter this prompt, create 50, whatever kind of quotes you want. Now, once we press enter, it's going to formulate and do its thing. We're going to do another step to make this easy because we are going to transfer this into our Google Sheets. And that's kind of where the magic happens. This one didn't include authors. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy that same prompt and I'm going to put with authors. And let it do that because we are going to want that for the next step that we do. At least I do. I like to put a quote and show who the author is. So let's go ahead and do that. All right. Now, the next part of the prompt, while Chat GPT is doing its magic, we're going to go and we're going to put separate the above quotes and authors in a Google spreadsheet format. This is how cool Chat GPT is. I didn't know it could do that, but what I did was I just played around with it, and that's why I'm sharing with you what works so well. So now I'm going to go back. It's still writing the quotes, so we'll let it do its magic, but I like 50 quotes, and the reason is because I'm going to put this on weekly. So I'm going to put this on every week as one of my posts. So for the entire year almost, because there's 52 weeks in a year, you're going to have a quote and we're going to add our branding and logo. And so from here, now that it's done, I'm going to say, separate the above quotes and authors in a Google spreadsheet format. You guys can do that too. And when I press enter, here's what it's going to do. And this is important because otherwise it's going to take you forever to individually copy each thing into the cells. So just go with me. Let's go ahead and populate that.
I'm sorry, Jennifer, did you say separate quote and author in a Google?
So I put separate the above quotes and authors in a Google spreadsheet format. Now from here, I'm just going to copy.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm just going to copy Command C on a Mac. I don't know what it is for you PC users, but go ahead and copy.
Control C.
There you go. Now, one of the tabs I asked you to get open was Google, okay? When you're on Google, you're going to go up to your little icon, your little profile. Oops, no, you're not. Let me go to Google and show you. Sorry. All right, so when you're on Google, you're going to go over to what I call the hamburger menu. It's just the dots. Click on it. And we're going to scroll down to where it says Sheets. If I'm going too fast, let me know. And we're going to click on Blank Spreadsheet. Everyone here, thumbs up? Okay. We're going to click in this first cell right here, the A1. And I'm just going to press paste, whatever paste is. For me, it's Command V. All right. We're not going to do anything else right now. We're just going to put Command V. Now, because it came from Chat GPT, you'll see that it's a dark color. We don't want that. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go to Format. We're going to click on Clear Formatting. That's going to clear all of that extra stuff that Chat GPT uses, like the background color, okay? Now, because as you see, we don't see all the quotes. I'm going to click on Format again. And we're going to go over to where it says Wrapping. And we're going to click on Wrap, the middle one right here. Okay? Once you guys get to that, what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you download this, okay? That was the wrong button. Sorry. So I'm going to go to File and Download. And I'm going to download it as a CSV. And you can name this whatever you want, but name it quotes if that's more helpful. All right. Now here's where the magic happens. And we're going to do this with several other things. This is for quotes. We're going to do one for real estate terms and one for all of our testimonials. Okay, here we go. We're going to go over to Canva. Everybody go over to Canva. Now, because we're doing quotes, you can do this as a Facebook post or an Instagram story. It doesn't matter. For the purposes of what I'm showing you now, I'm going to just do a Facebook post, okay? And I've done it both ways. As you can see, this is something that I created. Let me show you where my quotes are. Right here. So I created this using Instagram stories, but we don't have to do that. So we're going to go over and we're going to create a design. And now you can choose Instagram story, Instagram post, or Facebook. I'm going to just do Facebook. So I'm going to click on it and it's going to give me this blank thing. Now, I want to have a template for all of my quotes and do it really quick. So the things that we just did, honestly, on your own will take you about 3 minutes, okay? It'll take you like 3 minutes. So now that we're in here, we're going to actually use this search bar and we're going to put quotes and see what comes up for some of the templates. Do not worry about the colors. Just worry that you like the format, the general format, okay? So I think what I'll do just to keep it easy, and I'll give you a moment to select which ones you want, because I really like these two with the little quotes.
Sorry, Jennifer.
Sure.
How did you get there to that
Sure.
document?
Okay, so you're on the home for Canva,
Yeah.
create design.
Where was the create design? That's what I'm looking.
It's on the right-hand side of your screen by your
Got it.
profile
Top.
picture.
Okay. And
Yeah,
then
and you're going to click on Facebook post
Facebook.
or Instagram story or whatever you want.
Okay.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna go to quotes over here.
So
Okay.
yeah, you'll just type in quotes and see what Canva already has in the works.
Okay. Thank
Okay.
you.
You're welcome. And so then you're going to choose something that you like, and I'll give you a moment to do that. Like I said, don't worry about the colors or the background picture. Don't worry about any of that. All right, I'm going to pick this one. Just going to click on it. All right. Now, whatever you have on your page, this is where we're going to think about our branding colors, and I'm going to give you a few little tips. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to delete the background. I don't need this. So I'm just going to select on the actual elements and delete what I don't want. And you can do that too if you're looking at yours. Okay. Now my logo and my colors are teal and red. So for these quotes right here, I'm going to click on it.
That's mine, Jennifer.
Oh yeah?
Same color.
Hey,
Yeah, nice.
I knew you had good taste. Okay, so for this one, you can see that when I click on it, it has this color. So I can click on that box and make it any color I want. So feel free to do that. You can do that with the text as well by clicking on text color. I want mine black. Okay. And this is white, but I want to create that into my teal color. So just take a few minutes while we're here and make the colors the way you want on your screen. All right, and I don't want it so bright, so I'm going to, here's a little trick. If you want to kind of make it less, I'm going to go over here to this transparency button. That's what this is. And I'm going to scroll down. That way, whatever I put in the background, you'll see it a little bit behind it. All right. Now, what I'm going to do, because I want my background to be some sort of picture, okay? Now, I'm in real estate, so I might put things that are related to that. Or if you like the mountains, for instance, I'm going to go to elements. And I'm just going to look up pictures of mountains because I love going to the mountains. So I'm going to go over here to where it says photos. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pick one for right now because we're going to change this in a few minutes, okay? So I'm going to just drag it over until it catches. So that's the background. But you can see it's in the wrong position. So when I do that, I want to put this to the back. I'm going to click on position. And I'm going to send it to the back. All right. Now, I also don't want the back picture to be too overwhelming. So I'm just going to click on it. And again, go to the transparency and just soften it up. All right. So to me, this looks pretty good. I like it. And you should be done with your one little post, okay? So when you're done with it, I'm going to give you about 15 seconds and then we're going to do the next steps. Did everyone have a chance to get it the way you like it? Not yet? I see Kim.
Yes, yes, it's recorded.
All right, I'll give you another 30 seconds if you need it. And again, we're going to be changing this background picture on all the future posts, but for right now, just get it the colors you like. Now, something else I always like to do is for all of my material, I like to have it go to my website. So here's what I do. You don't have to do it. On this left-hand side, okay, you're going to see something and you are going to click on QR code. I just like to have it on all my marketing material. So I'm going to click on QR code and I'm just going to enter in my website. Okay. Generate code. I'm going to take this. I'm going to make it smaller and put it right here. And next to it, I'm going to go back to here. And I'm going to put a little text, a little bit of text. and I'm going to put yourelectteam.com. Okay. So to me, this looks good. I'm ready to go. So let's go ahead to the next step. On the left-hand side of your screen, you're going to see something that says bulk create. We're going to click bulk create. And we're going to upload our CSV that we just made, our quotes. Here it is on mine, right here. I'm going to press open. And it should look like this on your screen. It doesn't look like much. But once you're here, here's where we can do our magic. I'm going to click on this. This is where my quote is going to go. And I'm going to click on these three little dots. And we're going to go to where it says connect data. Connect data. Now it's going to ask me, what do I want to connect? The quote or the author? Well, I want this to be where my quotes go. Okay. And it's going to have these little brackets, leave them. Okay. That's code right now. And right down here, this is where I'm going to want my author. So I'm going to click on this now. My three dots.
Oh, lost you.
Go ahead. Where are you?
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot my mic was on.
That's okay.
I am at, I got my logo in there. I got the words. How do I put the quote in there?
Okay. So did you already go to bulk create and add your CSV?
Yes. I did
Okay,
that.
perfect. So now click where you want the quote to go, which was here.
Okay.
Click on your three dots.
Three dots. Oh, okay. The right hand. I can't see your screen very well. It's black.
My
Okay.
screen is black.
Yeah, I can't see where you have everything black on the outside. Can't
Right
see.
here.
See, I
Can
can
you
hardly
guys not
see
see my
the
Canva?
cursor. It's just,
I can see it.
Okay.
okay,
So
so where do I go? At three dots and then
three
go-
dots, and then you're going to click on connect data. So we're going to do that for here, but you could do it for the top one. So for here, the three dots, connect data, and right down there is where I want my author. So I'm going to click on the author. Okay. Now this one would be too big, so I'm just going to make it a little smaller. Okay. Everybody good? Okay. Now, here's what's going to happen. We're going to go over here where it says continue. And we're going to click continue and watch what happens. Generate 49 designs. Let's do it. Now, as I scroll down, here's everything. Some of them, because of the size, you may have to just, adjust. But everything should look good. Here's all your posts. And now here's what I like to do. I don't like to keep the same picture, but like if you like dogs or if you like mountains or whatever it is, what I would do is the top picture is fine. But here I'm going to go to elements, mountains, if that's what I want to do. Or actually, I really like doing nature. So nature. And I'm going to go to just the photos. And look at this. I'm just going to drag them in. Different pictures for each one. It'll take me about 3 minutes. You guys can do the same so everybody can kind of catch up. And it could be anything. It could be like Stacy's on the call. For you, it could be horses. You could look up pictures of horses. Let's see. Put in the background. If you work on farms, whatever it is. If you're a dog fan, whatever it is to kind of get your personality through It should take you under a minute to go ahead and do this. For my car fans out there. And you're going to do this for all of these posts. Anyone want to share what they're doing? Their pictures in the background?
I got the beach.
Oh, that's a good one.
But I'm still lost of how to get where you're like to get the quotes. I hit the
Okay.
3 dots and then I have to hit what?
So once you go to the 3 dots, you're going to hit connect data.
Connect. See, that's the thing. I'm not finding connect data.
You want to share your screen?
Oh, I have it on a different computer.
Oh,
I'm sorry. Thanks.
okay. And I could show you after this, but we're going to do another one with different things.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
Yeah. So once you guys have done this for the pictures, Canva will save your work. And I'll show you how to make it easy where you can go ahead and add all these. But we have, I think on this one, it was 40 something. It's 50. Okay. So you have 50. And so you should do it once a week and schedule it. And it takes you 10 minutes to do. So now we're going to go to the next prompt. Okay. So if everybody will find a good stopping spot with this, we're going to go ahead and do another one. We're going to go back to Chat GPT. And the next prompt I want to use, let me find it. I already lost it. That's okay. The next prompt that I'm going to want to do is going to be create 25 home buyer tips. Now, I've found that sometimes if I look at the responses and I'm like, well, they're not quite as detailed. Remember, this AI is very compatible with questions. So if I'm not a fan of the responses, I could say, can you make the responses above more detailed? Let's just see if it is giving me what I want. Perfect. I like that better. And I'm going to do 25 of these and 25 of the seller ones. So I'll let it populate. And does anyone remember what we did last time to make it an easier format so that we can copy it into Google? What are you going to tell it? Anybody remember?
Google, please put in Google
Mm-hmm.
sheet, I think. it was.
Please put the above tips with information in a Google spreadsheet format. All right, let's see if it'll do it. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Let me see how I worded it last time. Okay, here we go. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to say, try again. Separate the above tips and information in a Google spreadsheet format. Let's see if that'll work. I'm wondering if it's actually making it in Google. I didn't have this before. Okay, separate the tip from the information and place in a spreadsheet format. There we go. Just got to get the right words.
Yeah, mine worked. Cool.
Good. So it's doing its thing. And we're going to wait for it to load. By the time you're done with this, I mean, if you weren't able to keep up, it'll just take you a few minutes, but you'll have a whole year's worth of stuff that's branded to you. So now that it's done, does anybody remember what we do with this, how we get it to Google?
Copy it. And do it in SUV.
Yep, we're going to copy it. We're going to go back to spreadsheets. We're going to go to a new one, file new. Click in that first box and paste. Now, remember, we want to get the formatting off. So you go to Format, Clear Formatting, go back to Format, and we're going to go to Wrapping and click on Wrap. Here we go. I'm going to name this Buyer Tips. And once I'm done, I'm going to go over to File, Download, CSV. Okay. And then we're going to go back to Canva. So let's go to Canva. We're going to create, I'm going to do Facebook. You guys can do any, if you want Instagram, whatever, but Facebook.
Quick question I have stepped away from my laptop. Whenever you went to Chat GPT, what did you put in for the buyer's tip? Like, what was the search?
It was, and you're going to get a copy of this, by the way.
Okay.
It was
okay.
25 home buyer tips, but I thought the responses were not, I don't know, they weren't detailed enough. So my next thing to it was, can you make the responses more detailed?
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. So here we got to find a template where we can put these buyer tips. So we could use the same type of format for quotes, but let's just look up tips and see if they have anything. There we go. So let's say I wanted just to use this one. And you guys can scroll and pick one that you like.
What if you did like tip of the day or something, so only one pops up?
Sure, let's see. Yep. Let's just see. This one actually says home buying tips. So go ahead and pick one that you like.
Jennifer, you should use that one with the girl because you have a picture just like it.
What, this?
No, below, keep going. There's like a girl, hold on. Where is it?
It's probably on the other one.
She had her hands like going like this or something like that.
Oh, just like my picture.
Yeah. And I was like, that would be perfect.
I'm going to use this one just for, okay. So now that we've picked a design, go ahead and spend the next 2 minutes changing the colors. Again, I like the QR code, so I'll show you how to do that again. This one's nice because it has our information, so I might just fill in information. Okay, we'll leave that here for just the purposes of this. So we'll do yourelectteam.com. Now, when it has a picture like this and you want to put yours in, you just go to your uploads and you can enter in any picture you want. I know, Lexi. Flip the picture. Got it.
Jennifer, how do you keep your picture but just change the background color? Like your house right there?
Yes.
Are you gonna change the color background?
You can keep the picture if you want.
Okay.
Yeah. So for me, I'm going to make this, let's just say my teal. My teal has a hue code of 00 FFFF. Okay. And I want to make the writing black, so I'm going to double click it, make the text black.
Hey, Jennifer,
Yes.
I have a question. So on Chat GPT, when I ask it to separate the items, it actually says download, click here and download the spreadsheet. But when
Oh,
I
nice.
click, there's nothing, it doesn't do anything.
Oh, really? Have you checked your downloads though? Your downloads would be right here. This little arrow. Just check it and see if it is there. Maybe it is.
No, it's not there.
All right, so for this, then go ahead and just put it in a spreadsheet format. Put the, the tip and the information into spreadsheet format. And don't say Google spreadsheet. Maybe that's why it was odd.
Okay.
All right, so spend a minute getting it to look the way you want. I may want to do a little border. If you ever want to do like a border, you click on it and right here, click on border. And I want to make mine red because those are my colors. Okay. And again, if you want to put a different background, if we're doing home buying, I might search for home interiors. They have a lot of great ones to choose from. And I'm only going to click on photos. Toss that in the background. And again, I like it to be muted. So when I click on this picture, you go to the transparency right here. This will kind of fade it, okay? So I'm just gonna lighten it up about halfway. So that way my tip stands out and everything else is kind of subtle in the background. You can change the font if you don't like the font. I tend to like Sunborn. I use that one a lot for my headings. All right. So you guys should have had enough time to kind of create this to kind of look the way you want, right? Put in your QR code if you want it, which is over on the side. You can do that if you want. You don't have to. Make this into. All right. And again, this is just for an example. Okay. So now here's the important part. Okay, how do you get from here to the next part? So we're going to go over to the left-hand side of our screen and create bulk create. That's what we're going to press, bulk create. We're going to upload the CSV. There's my buyer tips. I'm going to click it. I'm going to press open. Okay, now from here, we have two things that the spreadsheet had, the tip and then the information. So right up here, where we have this, I'm just going to click on it and I see 3 dots. We're going to click the 3 dots. We're going to click on connect data. And we're going to click on the actual tip, which is know your budget in this example. Okay. I'm going to make this bigger just in case the terms are long. So I'm just going to do it so it'll fit. All right. Now, I'm going to click on where the information's going to go about this term. I'm going to click it. I'm going to click on the 3 dots. Connect data. And I'm going to click on the actual information. Okay. Now, if everything is the way I like it, looks good, I like the layout and everything. Okay. From here, we are going to click on continue. We're going to click on generate whatever number of designs. Let it work its magic. I might have to, like I said, make minor adjustments depending on how long the information is. So you can do that. But as you see, we have all of our tips. And from here, again, what I like to do, just so it's not the same picture, go to elements. I'm going to look at home interiors, photos, and I am literally just going to dump them in here, whichever ones I like. And you're going to do this with all of them. I don't like that one. There's so many to choose from, so you could do anything, but okay, that's not a good one. So you're going to go all the way down and continue to do it with whatever pictures you like. Now, you guys are maybe thinking, okay, what do we do from here? So I don't know if you guys are part of Plannable. There's no affiliate link or anything like that, but I like Plannable. Plannable is very reasonable. I think it's $8 or $11 a month. It's one of the two. And what I like about it, I'm going to show you, because you guys have the idea now how this works. So I just want to show you Plannable. So this is what my Plannable looks like. And you're able to link up any of your social media, your LinkedIn, your Facebook business page, your TikTok, your Instagram, whatever it is. And it gives you this calendar view. And as you can see, if you go through my year, these are the posts that I've already made, okay? And let me just show you how it would work. So how do you get this on? You could manually go to Facebook and schedule all these posts out. Keep it on a week. Like I do my testimonials on Friday because it's Fantastic Friday Fives or something like that, because it's your 5-star reviews, or Friday 5-star review, something like that. You can do all of your tips on a Monday, whatever it is. But you can see this is my year. This stuff is going to publish without me thinking about it all the way to the end of the year. So what you would do if you do decide to use Plannable, I'll just show you really quick. You're going to go over to your Chat GPT once you have, I'm sorry, your Canva, sorry. Once you have these designs, it's like, okay, well, what do you do with them? So you would just click on share, download, and we're going to download them as a PNG file, which is just a visual, okay, an image file. And I'm going to click on download. And once it downloads, I'll show you what it looks like on your computer. It's a zip file, so I'm going to double click it. You can see I've been messing around with this. All right, here it is. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to my Plannable. And again, you don't have to use this, but I'm just going to do a sample post. So if I want to do every Wednesday, I want to do a buyer or seller tip. Well, if I'm doing this, I have 25 buyer tips. I'm going to do every other Wednesday because in between, I'm going to put my seller tips, right? So let's just say I go over here and I click on new post. Now, as you see, all of these are selected. So when this post goes live, you can see it's going to go to my Google business, my Facebook business, my LinkedIn, and my Instagram all at the same time. Okay, so I'm going to click on my new post. And you can see it's going to be a Google, Facebook, it's going to be on LinkedIn and Instagram. Now, I just like to kind of minimize the screen. And I'm going to start dragging them in every week, right? I'm going to drag this in. You can add a little writing if you want. You can add a hashtag. You can leave it alone, which is what I do. I just do the picture. And you're going to schedule it. And I can select whatever date I want. If I want this to go out today or January 28th or whatever I want, I can go ahead and schedule that. So I'm going to do these every Wednesday. So I'm going to schedule the first one for today. And I'm going to have it go out at 2:16 p.m. Okay. And then I'm going to press schedule. And what I'm going to do now that I've done that, I am actually going to go back in. What day was I on? Wednesday, the 17th. Okay. I'm going to go in wherever I did it and I'm going to press approve post. You could see all these are already approved. So what it's going to do is when it posts it, okay, when it posts it, it's going to post it. This one went to Instagram. That's all I sent it to, Instagram. So wherever you told it to go, like this one is going to do Facebook, Instagram, Google, and it's going to publish for you. Takes 3 seconds. Now, before we get off of this Zoom, because obviously it's a lot of information and I am going to send you a guide so you guys can do this on your own. It's going to have this tutorial and it's going to have a step-by-step guide, but I do want to show you something cool. So this is something that I really like to do with it. If you go over, let me enlarge this for you. It's a good idea to always show your testimonials, even if they're older. So I go over to my Google and I'm going to go over to my Google business. That's where I keep my reviews. You may keep them somewhere else. Oh, I don't know why it's having me do that. Hold on. All right. So whenever you get to your Google business, oh, I must be logged in as a different person. Well, darn it. Let me try it one more time, guys. Hold on. Because this was my favorite thing to use. All right. So once I'm at my Google business, I have 35 Google reviews. You may store your reviews elsewhere. For me, I had them here. So I'm going to click on them. And what I did was I literally copied and pasted these into a Google spreadsheet. And I'll show you what they look like. I copied the review and then I copied the person's name. Okay. So I did that with all of them. Then from there, I went to Canva, I created a design. I'll show you what I created. So this is what I actually used right here. This was the template I made, and I bulk created it, connected my data, my reviews, and the person who actually left the review. And I do this on Fridays, okay? So every Friday, I scheduled my reviews to rotate, okay? So every week, people are seeing fresh reviews from my past clients. And it has my information, my QR code, my website. It's another way to stay in front of everyone. And again, I'm using my branding colors, whatever yours are. And this gets published to all of my social media content. So I will be sending this to everyone, but this is a great way, even though I use Room View, which is just another place that kind of makes the post for you, but it's very hyper local for me. So it's North Carolina information. But having these other things that kind of give that message of your brand, people will get familiar with seeing your content. For the quotes, if you don't want to do inspirational quotes, you can do funny jokes. You could do real estate jokes. So this is just meant to serve as an example to start our creativity when we're creating posts. But Chat GPT is very powerful for creating content. We just created 2 separate things in a matter of this training. And for you, when you're doing it by yourself, I promise it won't take us long. But I just wanted to know who's played around with this before or who this is completely new for.
This is new. I started with Canvas yesterday with the 60-minute with Street Tech. So you're just elaborating on it.
Oh,
And
good.
like, I think this really covers more detail of what I can actually accomplish
Great.
in my social media and actually stand out from the other realtors as far as how we actually share our 5-star reviews. No one's really doing it like yours. And I guarantee that if I check your Facebook, you actually have more likes and loves in your actual 5-star reviews than most people, just because it stands out. It's easy to read. It's just easy to reflect.
And my favorite thing is it really costs very little. If you have a Canva membership, but anyone could do this and it doesn't cost anything. And the branding, you're right, is there and it doesn't take long. So I'm glad that you got to see it for the first time.
Thank you, ma'am.
Hey, Jennifer,
Yes. Hey.
so in Plannable, are
Mhm.
those going to like your Facebook business page?
Yes. They don't
It-
go to your personal page. So if
Okay.
you want to share anything, you can go ahead. But here's what's so cool. If on your Plannable, you also share it to Instagram, my Instagram and Facebook are connected. So it does go to my personal page. Okay, well, great. I hope this was helpful. It was a lot of information, but like I said, check Work It Wednesday because in a few minutes, I'm going to have the recording and the tutorial guide that will outline step by step so you can play around with this and get it all done today for your year. Map out your entire year of posts so you don't have to think about it. I hope
Thank you
everybody
for
has
your
a great
time.
Wednesday. Oh, you're so welcome. Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Bye.